Lab 6 is requiring you to create a program composed of a main proc and then a procedure called validate pin that main proc will call a number of times. And the whole idea here is validate pin is going to receive an offset known as a pointer to each of these arrays from main. So main's going to call validate pin at least 4 times, and you're required to actually use these 4 arrays of bytes that are basically containing 5-digit pin numbers. For each array, what validate pin is supposed to do is to look at each digit in the array and validate that it's within range. For example, if we look at sample pin 2, the second byte array, the digit in the first position for this pin number is a 5, and it's within range. It can be from 5 to 9, so that's fine. The digit in the second position of this pin is a 2, and that's also within range. The digit in the third position is a 3. That's out of range. It needs to be minimum of 4. So at this point then, validate pin is going to return to main, and it's going to pass the position of the digit, which is a 3 in this case. You can start counting with 1. To main. Main is then going to display on the screen a message indicating that the value at position 3 in this pin is invalid. So use this range to verify each digit in a pin. If the pin is completely valid, if all the digits are within range, minimum and max values, then you're going to return a 0 to main, and main will display a message like this is a valid pin. Okay, so that's essentially the lab. And if we run it, main just called validate pin for the first time, and the digit in digit 2 is invalid. So if I have a wait message in main after each call and after each display, so we're gonna call validate pin a second time from main, passing it the offset or pointer to that second byte array, and the digit in position 1 is invalid. So you can see here that the main proc is basically receiving in the AX register either a 0 indicating that the pin is valid, or values from 1 to 5 indicating that particular digit in that position is out of range. It's less than min val or greater than max val. So again, each one of these, the third array then contained completely valid digits for all 5 positions, and so did the fourth. I'm using a different set of byte values here in the array I'm showing you than the one you're supposed to do. But that's essentially the task. And again, it's a fairly simple program. You're going to be using a loop here to walk through the digits in the sample pin arrays and validating each one against these values. If you look in the assignment 6 folder, you're going to see that there is a link to submit your exe file, your project.exe file, and also your listing file. And also note that you have to submit your listing file, or I'm not going to grade your lab. And if you have any questions about the lab, feel free to email me. And this particular lab, I gave you 3 weeks to do, so it's a fairly good amount of time. All we're going to really be doing in chapter 6 then is reading the chapter, taking the quiz. This quiz, as every other quiz, is basically the questions are taken out of a test bank written by the author, Kip Irvine. So, you know, these questions are basically derived directly from your readings. So the best way to prepare for these quizzes is to be thoroughly familiar with the particular chapter. All right, that's it.